Hey, welcome back to the Evolved Dad Shortcast. So we're up to the final episode of 2023, but it's just the beginning of the Evolved Dad Shortcasts. We're a little bit less than 30 episodes in, and we'll see you at 300. That's for sure. So coming up on the end of the year, it's been a exciting year for me. A difficult, tiring, stressful, but exciting year. There's been a lot of accomplishments. There's been a lot of pain. There's been a lot of emotions. There's been a lot of stuff going on, especially with scaling up the Evolved Dead. It's on top of everything else. It's been it's been exciting. So when I was thinking about it, I was thinking that as a father, we accomplish goals by choosing something, doing research, listening to podcasts, reading books, reaching out to coworkers, friends, relatives, whatever it may be. And our kids don't have the same resources, our kids don't have the same life experience to know where to turn. And their accomplishments, in ways, can be greater than ours. Because being with that level of immaturity, of just not having the years of life, the years of experience that have created them into a new being, which they're still going through, it's going to be more difficult for them. So those smaller accomplishments are so much greater than some of ours. And whether that means getting their grades up from a C to an A, or maybe it's playing with friends, whatever the situation may be. But keeping that in mind and not forgetting that you, as the father, are one of the most, if not the most important of the equation. And what I mean by that is being there as a dad. Not just to be the one that brought this child into this world, but to actually show up for them, letting them know how much you love them, letting your child know that you're there for them no matter what. No matter how hard of a time they may go through, that they will go through. Everyone goes through hard times in life. The question is, do they have someone there for them? Personally, I've gone through a good amount of hard times. I'm not comparing to you or to anyone else. And I didn't always have someone there for me. It can get dark. And the reason that I'm bringing that up is just simply as your child doesn't necessarily have the resources, or probably does not have the resources that you have, does not have the viewpoint on life, the experience of life, the options. It can get even darker. And then they're just scrambling, trying to figure out where should they go, what should they do. And that could lead them to some really bad places. Mentally, physically, emotionally. So as a father, it's crucial that we do as much as we can to remind our children that we're there for them. That no matter what they're going to experience in life, we're there for them. The ups, the downs, whatever it may be, whatever age they may be at. And it's not always easy. There are times where we just want to lose it, let it, and just, you know, ream them out for something that they did verbally. But it's important to remember that we're dealing with a child here, somebody who's not fully formed. Even if they're a teenager, they're not fully formed. We've all been there. And they're at that stage where there's so much potential for growth, and on the flip side, so much potential for destruction. And that very much hinges on the fact how we respond to it, which is what the evolved dad is all about. The evolved dad is not me. The evolved dad is not you. The evolved dad is a title that any father can take on and become. It's not one person. It's becoming someone else. It's evolving into that father, not that father, that dad that's there for his children. That dad that listens to what his children has to say. But evolving into that dad. We're human. We're not perfect. As much as our children look up to us like superheroes, we know deep down that we're not superhuman. But we are going to make that effort. It's going to take that effort day in and day out. Recognizing failure, taking it in and saying, I failed. There are points where I've yelled at my children, and I'll go back and apologize. I have apologized by family meals where I'll sit down and say, I yelled at you guys earlier. I was wrong for yelling at you. That's on me. I'm not excusing the behavior that was wrong, but my reaction was inappropriate and it was wrong. I should not have reacted like that. Because it's important to show our children what growth looks like. What does it look like to own what you do? Take responsibility for your actions. We're not going to be perfect. And we're not expected to be perfect. But we do have to improve day in and day out. And that's why with our kids, their accomplishments can be so much more profound and greater than ours. Because they're in the formation of becoming an adult. They're still in that younger stage of becoming an adult. Whether they're toddlers, whether they're a little bit older, they're preteen, they're teen, whatever it may be, they're still forming. And every accomplishment that they get now, that they gain now, they're building that stronger foundation that we may not have had. So it's so much more important to do it now. Yeah, I've lost years. I've lost many years where I wasn't there for my kids how I should have been. But you know what? By me sitting there and beating myself up about it, I'm going to gain absolutely nothing. So I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on moving forward. Just like I'm focusing on ending off 2023 as a best year, I'm also focusing on preparing for 2024 to even be a better year. And every single day counts. Every day I'm going to push myself a little bit more. And when I have a setback, okay, I acknowledge I had a setback. I don't have a setback because I'm already moving forward again. And it doesn't mean a major accomplishment. I'm way behind where some other people are in growing their personal brands. But that doesn't make a difference to me because I'm not them. I'm me. And I know where I'm up to and I know what I have to do. And nobody else can tell me where I have to be because it doesn't make a difference. So I want to remind you, finishing off 2023, you got this. No matter what stage you're at, no matter what's happened in the past, it's written already. That's part of life. Let's move past that. But you have the opportunity, the ability right now to finish off 2023 as strong as you possibly can and set yourself up for success in 2024. Don't wait for New Year's. New Year's is a placebo. New Year's doesn't change anything. Start now so that you can make 2024 the best year of your life. This is Jonathan, the Evolved Dad, rooting for you, finishing off 2023. Have an awesome end of the year and a fantastic 2024. Signing off.